Mics, check. Music cued, check. Presenters ready. Well, 2 out of 3's not bad. This is TigerTails Radio.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to another delightful, delectable, and otherwise entertaining episode of TigerTails Radio. I am TK, here in the middle, and over there we have Xavier playing with his camera.
Hello all.
And over there we have a Charleston, who is not.
Hello.
Are you quite ready now, Xavier?
Yeah, I just suddenly realised as I looked at the camera, I'm not looking at the camera. That's because it's over there. Okay, gotta move that.
Makes perfect sense. And yes, this is Season 14, Episode 41, Palindromic. And yeah, it's a Monday. It's very, very Monday. Where we had to work, because it isn't a national holiday today.
The bank holidays are not kicking back in until...
August. Bloody August. Gotta wait. Months, lads. Months, I tell you. Bloody ages. Not happy. But
even though we do have the King's birthday twice.
Yes. No fucking bank holidays for that either. It's all falling on a bloody Saturday, arsehole.
Yep.
But it is Echo's birthday coming up as well on one of the King's birthdays. So it's a king and a queen. There we go.
Yeah.
But yes, it is here. We are here. It is Pride Month. As you can see, I have my delightful Pride flag hung. And next week I might switch it for the other Pride flag I have. Charleston has something rainbowy on his sofa.
Yeah, it's a throw. It's almost a pride flag.
Yeah. And Xavier.
Rainbow.
Xavier has sweet FA.
It's blue.
Xavier's not supporting Pride this year. Xavier says, Pride, this is you. Go away. You.
I've got my bisexual badge put away somewhere safe. So I can remember where it is and wear it when I remember to wear it. Yeah.
Wear it for next week. You've got a whole month. It's
I know, I've got a whole month. It's going to be great. It's going to be a case of walking to work and go, okay.
Yes.
No one cares.
No one gives a monkey's rat's ass. And we have people in channel. We have Jennifer the Bat. We have the Jerry. Hello, make yourselves known. And I am not looking at the YouTube comments. Why does ABS insist on squishing them to the side? It's so annoying. And hello to Cornhusky in the YouTubes. Who says good evening. Good evening to you too. And Jennifer says, was this the same flag as the one in the previous studio? Yes, it is. You get to see all of it now, as opposed to the little bit where the green bit went all transparent. Until I then went and got the green flag, which made the green screening so much easier. This place, however, is not green screen friendly at all.
He has tried it. It was hilarious to watch.
It did not go well. Let's put it that way. So I'll need to work out proper lighting for green screen in this place if I'm going to do that. But now I've got the space to actually erect all my lights properly.
Yes.
And just watch my electricity go hum nom 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 nom.
Yeah, you do need to sort out your lights because they're currently up, but they're not doing anything much.
I can put disco on.
True. You can indeed run a disco in your flat.
I can. It says, if I remember which of these bloody... Oh, yeah. Unless you need to turn the individual lights on first. Then disco, 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 disco. Woo, colours! Yay! As the webcam goes, what the bloody hell are you doing? Stop that!
It's coping. It's coping.
Just about.
But yeah, so we are now in June. We are now officially in summer. Kind of.
Feels like it.
Well, we've got normal English weather and temperatures, so just above 20 odd degrees, which I am fine with. Absolutely
normal Welsh weather. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, it's dry. It's not raining.
Yeah, Jennifer the Bat says, playing with this Chauvet DMX controller again. Yes, I am. Because I don't get a chance to use it often enough nowadays. It's fun, and I like it. I like DMX. I'm also very warm.
Yeah, that is the other downside of your place.
Yeah, I had to shut the window for the show because it was letting in all the wrong kind of light. And that was really upsetting the webcam. It's like, at least at the moment, I'm kind of semi-evenly lit with just the spotlightings I've got in the ceilings. Open the windows, or open the curtains, and that all goes to shite. It just dies.
Skylight generate large amount of sunlight. It happens. It happens.
Jennifer the Bat says, I've dropped out of live again. Either refresh the page if YouTube's being an arse, or there's a little live button right next to the counter. You can press on that and it bumps you forward to live again. Or just run the stream at double speed until it catches up. That's another trick. And that's hilarious, because then you get to watch us talking really fast, really high pitches. Wait a minute. I'm going to stop that now.
Good. Good.
Yeah. Right then.
Into the first segment, I think.
I was going to say,
well.
shall we move on into review of the week?
This is TigerTails Radio. And now let's catch up with the cast. This is Review of the Week.
So, Mr. Charleston, how has your week been?
My week's been quite eventful. As you probably saw on the what do you call it, the general chat thing, I got my little passion project up and for the whole world to see.
Yep.
Mixed review so far, but I was expecting that anyhow, and at least it's done. I've got it done with. It's been taking months of my time.
And for those of you for those people who haven't seen the general chat yet, what have you been doing?
What I've been doing is I've been redesigning the pride flag again. Because everyone seems to want to do it these days, and I thought I'd join the bandwagon.
So it's like, why not? It's like, if everyone else is going to ruin it, I can't either go at making it different as well.
At least I'm not just adding more intersectionalities. I'm actually thinking alternatively with it.
So yes, if you are in the Discord, and there's a few of you in there, say hi. We have a general chat section for kind of nat after and before and things, and when we're not on air. Have a look in there. You'll see Charleston's Pride Flag project. He's put links to it in there, so you can go and read up all about that, and then either say, "That's amazing, I love it," or "Boo," whichever particularly fancy, really.
I welcome all criticism, good or bad.
It's not made of Lego.
You can do that. I mean, compared to the general theme that they now have with the flags, it does now start feeling like it's a transition slide for a PowerPoint presentation. I'm fully expecting everything just to swipe across.
Ooh, interactive flag. Choose your own flag.
We've gotten to that point, TK. It's like you could have those annoying little Twitter and Facebook adverts where it's like, click on here to pick your flag.
I did.
And that was one so how are you now as a person of colour?
Huh?
You picked your own flag, so how are you now as your person of colour?
I am these colours. In that
Rainbow.
order. I'm Rainbow. I'm the NHS.
Violet, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the only trouble. Where my webcam is backwards, so's the flag.
Strange that.
Should have hung the flag
actually,
backwards.
that works better because ideally, the colours that are on the top of the flag and the portrait and the landscape variant should be on the hoist side of the
the
when
flag.
rotated. So actually, that fits. That actually works out well.
No, because the colours on the top should be on the right. But for me, because my camera's flipped, it's on the left.
Mm.
Hang on, let me go fix that.
No, they should be on the left. No, leave it. Leave it. It's
No,
fine.
It
it's
should
good.
be on the
Leave
right.
It. Got it correct.
It's correct in real life. It's wrong on the webcam.
TK's OCD is kicking
It's
in.
correct
Anyway,
on the webcam. It's wrong in real life. It's better that way.
It's not.
Out of content.
I googled this shit.
Hear.
Before I hung it up, I googled it to make sure I was going to hang it the right way around. I forgot the webcam was going to break it.
Okay.
It says.
Can't we all just agree to have a cup of tea? There we go.
No, because I'm having beer. They didn't mix with tea. I have a
Also,
thirsty
you're not
ferret.
allowed
Thank
tea.
you very much. Thank you, Badger Ales,
True.
for providing me with delicious alcohols. Well, I say that I had to go via the medium that is co-op, but
The
still.
supermarket. Yes. Yeah. Oh dear.
Anyhow, doing the flag project was one of my things today of this week. The other thing actually happened today. A good friend of mine lives in Port Talbot, and over this week decided to challenge himself to cycle from Port Talbot to London Paddington in 4 days. And today he made it. So, using that inspiration, I decided to use that to walk to my local beach, which is 8 miles away.
That's quite a trek.
Yes. Worth it for the views, I must say.
The only trouble with walking 8 miles to get somewhere is then you've got to walk 8 miles back again.
Not if there's a bus service, which is what I used.
Cheating.
Not cheating! I challenged myself to walk to the destination. I did challenge myself to walk back.
Oh, I see. It's like that, is it?
So 212 miles, and that would be just under 19 hours straight of cycling.
Well, what my friend did, yes.
Yeah. I would say they could have probably cut some down, but then I look at look at the way that the Welsh roads are, and I thought, no, the route Google is given is the best one.
And ironically, it was probably quicker than catching the bloody train.
No.
Well,
The train is 2 hours 56.
Yeah, if you can find one that runs.
Yeah, true. The weekend has been interesting for that.
And it's like, oh, we're going to stop all of the trains because we're only paid £1 million a year. We deserve more. But they're getting into Rule 6 territory, so yeah, we should move on.
You could make it slightly over 19 hours if you go via Oxford.
You know what you do. But if you went via Oxford, you could pick up the River Thames. And then you could sail into Paddington. Well, not into Paddington, you'd hit Waterloo, but...
Although, Christ, have you got some height variations, and that's after you get out of Wales. Damn.
Charleston says, did you walk the 8 miles back? Because that is quite a trek.
Hmm.
No, he didn't. He cheated.
I did not cheat. Besides, I got sunburnt. I wasn't going to get even more burnt than I already am.
Toasted.
Oh dear. Welcome to typical English behaviour. We went out, we got sunburnt. We then stayed home and sulked. That's most Englishmen's experience.
Do I look like I'm sulking?
Depends.
I'm
How painful is the shirt on the sunburn?
It's not that painful, honestly. It probably looks worse on camera than it actually is. I'm not going to show the brand of it, but I've been slathering myself in moisturiser to quell the pain.
Cool.
Ah, dear. It's all fun and games.
Yes. So, how is yourself, TK?
I have not been too bad. I haven't done anything kind of dramatically exciting over the last week or so. I've got some writing done. I've got things uploaded,
Nice.
which is nice. Been playing a absolute metric fuckton of Armello, and I am now 3 trophies away from the Platinum Trophy. One of which I think I can probably skank tonight after the show. 2 more I'm going to need a bit of assistance with, especially one of them. River's Trophy, where you've got to kill 3 opponents in one turn using her hero power. That is going to require a lot of coordination and some very willing volunteers. But as she says, they don't ask people to run the 26 miles back after completing the marathon. No, it's because the marathon's normally done in a loop, so they end up where they started from anyway. So they technically do. It's just it's incorporated into the 26 miles. So yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, so I've been playing an absolute fuck ton of Armello. And when I hit that Platinum Trophy, I don't quite know what I'm going to do. If I'm going to keep on playing Armello or just stop and never touch the game again and go, I'm done.
I got a feeling you'll probably stop for a while because that'll be the point where you go, this skanking game. And then after you've had a bit of cleansing of something else,
Yeah.
we'll go back to Armello, like all those other legal drugs that you have.
And try and get 100% on Steam. Yeah, I can see that happening. It's like, well, I've done the PSN, let's go and do Steam now. Oh, I've got the other profiles. I've got the TigerTails Entertainment profile to play with, so maybe we should get the Platinum on that one too.
Oh, God.
No, maybe not.
I feel that way leads to madness, TK. I do feel that way leads to madness.
I think it really does. I mean,
Dear
getting the Platinum as it is leading to madness. But
on any game, well, I say any game, most games, the way things go.
I mean,
Wish.
I bought the game on Steam first and then really enjoyed it, so I wanted to play it on console. And then crossplay happened to be a thing, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. I can enjoy the console version, someone else could enjoy the Steam version, or vice versa. And then everyone else bought it on Steam anyway. And I'm like, even better. Crossplay for all. Because now Hedgie owns the game as well.
Nice.
And you own the game, Mr. Xavier, and Shades owns the game. And
Hedgie will have internet soon as well.
yes, with any luck.
Yeah.
So Hedgie can come join us in our mellowing, or he can just come here and use my internet.
Yeah, he'll have his own home with internet rather than, because I still think he's waiting on the bed to be installed. I think.
And then he's got
around or something like that.
Oh, that's a thought.
He's got the fridge, he's got a mirror, and he's got the kitchen sorted. I don't know if he's got the bedroom sorted.
The fridge is the
I don't know
important
if
bit.
I don't know if he has any chairs.
Mattress is
Got a
coming on
he's got a
Wednesday.
mattress. Cool. Does that come with a bed, or is it just the mattress?
Bed's already here.
Oh, the bed's already there. Okay,
Yes. Have you not been paying attention to the
Hedgie's
general chat?
updates are varied and random and across multiple systems.
And across multiple platforms and multiple times.
Yeah, Hedgie is a multimedia tycoon.
Or
There we
something.
go. Or something.
In Studio 5.4.
Aside from that, anything else for this week?
You visited over the weekend. That was fun.
Yes.
We played some Marmello. Yeah, predictably.
Drugs.
No. Drugs. Armello, not drug. Armello, video game. Video game, not drug. MSG, not drug technically. Might as well be. But
Yes, he'll be on the crack after the show, however.
just snorting lines of MSG. Oh, it
Snorting-
tastes so
snorting
nice.
lines-
Ooh, the
snorting lines
umami,
of
the
M-
umami.
Dear God.
Okay, Xavier, how have you been?
I have been, well, surprisingly not busy for work. We have been in a very comfortable situation, or I was until I realised that at least one of my guys was having holiday over the week, so it got a little bit busier.
Got a bit hairy.
It was just a case of, oh yes, this is what it's like to not have someone else full time. Okay.
This is what it's like to, actually have to do my job and exert effort and shit.
Well, I'm so used to being like the one full timer and having to go flat out. It's weird to have to go back to that after I've managed to get someone who is another full timer. So it's like I don't have to stress all the time, except when people come over and ask me questions. And it's always hilarious because I hate to bring something this bad to you. You don't, because my reaction's brilliant, and I generally curse. It was like, oh god, we had one guy who decided because he was going to put his oar in on every stage, they managed to break everything. So we had to fix a whole load of stuff to get back to the point where we would be able to go, here's the thing. And they couldn't understand and they wouldn't accept that they were, because it was one of our known guys who never accepts that they cause problems. They couldn't understand what was being told to them at all because someone had said something about someone else, and it was a case of no, my word belief is this, and it's like, oh, for God's sake. The worst thing is, it was like, hey, you know what? I will get back in contact with that guy who emailed me via Teams.
You email via Teams?
Discuss this. No, you can't email via Teams, but you can message via Teams.
Okay.
You know, that unmonitored communication network that we shouldn't be using, and all of our guys have been told not to do it. Yeah, they've been doing that, and people have been told off.
Yeah.
And emailing agents directly and going, hey, can you contact me? No. So our floor manager, our hire manager, has now affirmed if you're being contacted by our business consultants, so this is the people who work for us.
Yeah.
And look after the brokers. If you contact us, if you contact our agents directly, your job is just to delete that email. Don't worry about it.
Just delete the message.
Like, ooh, yeah, just delete it. And I was like, ooh, we've got official capacity just to ignore them.
Nice.
Yeah, there's myself and one other person who's been Health and Life now for a significant amount of time. And we both heard that and went, oh, this is power.
It's like, hey, look, you ignore. Hey, look, you ignore.
Not only can I legitimately ignore them, I can now go, not my problem. Not my problem. I've wanted to do that to these guys so often. Because I came originally from the health environment where that was primarily what we were doing because inevitably they'd come to you direct. And it's like, okay, I can understand that, but please use the correct route. In this moment, this is the situation. But now it's like, yeah, nah. Bye. So glad. So yeah, that was an interesting week. Weather's been very nice.
It has.
Weather's been very nice.
And I've been stuck.
Trains have not.
I've been stuck in an office going, it's like a bloody greenhouse in here.
Instead of your flat, where you could go, it's like a bloody greenhouse in here.
Yeah, but at least I'm comfortable in my flat, you know. I can actually.
At least you can open a window in the flat.
There's that
You
too,
can't
yes.
in an office.
And I can take all my clothes off in the flat. I can't in the office.
Well, technically you could, but you'd lose your job.
Yes.
So, so trains were an issue on Friday because it was like, hey, we're doing a strike. Any trains running? No. Working from home then. Always good fun. So yeah, that happened. Weekend was heading down to CTK, so pop round CTK, lambasted the door and the alarm to his house flat that doesn't work because apparently it's engaged because someone else is calling it.
Even though they're not.
It's like, there's one thing, I'm calling it. How are you engaged? So there was that. Then it was like head over to roleplay. We did another character creation session because we're doing like a 2-sided campaign for the new rule set and setting that we're dealing with. One's supposed to be like the action adventure, Robin Hood style adventure, and the other is designed to be potentially a bit more political. So the idea was we'll get character ideas and then continue the campaign. So we spent the entire night generating characters, and the actual game got waylaid. So we generated new characters, and it got to the point where Robin had to turn around and go, because of certain people's choices, we're potentially now going to be doing a horror campaign rather than more political.
Oh, wow.
It was like, thanks, Florian. God damn it. Although, to be fair, both myself and Florian were kind of on a similar mindset for certain things that we were doing. Because it was like, oh, I've got this really cool character concept and I'm getting some stuff. And it was like, there's some stuff that I'm not too fussed about. So I'll just leave that in the hands of the DM to do what he likes with. And it's like, this will just turn into a horror game if I do that. And it was like,
Another one.
Yeah. I liked the horror games; they were fun. So that was a good session. Sunday was more Armello. Some nice train journey back.
Yep.
Although my God, fucking half term and weekend, Jesus.
All the little kiddie winks are out to play.
It wasn't kiddies that were annoying me. It was like all the teens and tweens and whatever you refer to as teen adults these days. People,
no.
maybe.
No, I was about to rule 6 then. I'm going to stop myself.
And it was like they were like cramming onto the train, and I'm not the best at dealing with large amounts of people stuck on a train at the best of times. Thankfully, got to New Milton, got off, bimbled home, and then just chilled for the rest of the afternoon.
Got
and
off
then,
at New Milton?
Yay.
Rude.
New Milton. I live in New Milton.
I know, so you maybe exited the train.
Yes, I got off at New Milton.
Took him long enough.
I will slap you.
The penny dropped eventually. The father.
Yeah, so the weekend was chill and relaxing, and so far the week has been good because I have had a nice chill day because I had to find and crowbar days off because couldn't carry over all the ones I had, so I had to crowbar another 2 days in somewhere. So I've got today and tomorrow off.
Bastard.
Well, it's the usual situation. It's like, oh yeah, I'll save this week for when I might need it.
You
2
never
months
needed.
close. 2 months to the cutoff date. Oh no, a month towards the cutoff date. Guys, can you start taking holiday now, please? And we're like, oh, we're fine. One of you has like 2 weeks still to clear. And we all looked at the guy who had already taken a month's worth of holiday, and he was like, I thought I used it all.
Nope.
It was a mad Scrabble. It really was. It's going to be another one. It's going to be similar next month, I'm sure. Next year.
Our place is the other way around. It's like, can we use some holiday? Is there any holiday availability? Not until January next year.
Yeah, during the year, it's a nightmare. But as you're getting close to the cutoff, it's like, well, you're going to lose it if you don't use it. And we're not going to pay you back for all of it. So.
Oh, no, we can carry, I think it's 5 days over.
It's supposed to be 5 days for us, but I'm normally averaging about 3.
Yeah, I don't normally carry over about 1.5, maybe.
Yeah, because I'm old and grumpy.
Because I take all mine off in November.
Yeah, I'm old and grumpy, and I've been there for a while. I've now been adding to the amount of time off because, as per a lot of companies, they go, if you've been there for a while, we will give you more weeks, more days
lucky.
and weeks. Yeah. I am, because I'm fairly sure some contracts no longer have that in some places.
Yeah, I'm going to be 10 years this year, and what do I get? Apart from fuck all. Oh, yeah, that's it. Fuck all.
10 years.
I'll maybe get a smile from a manager, maybe, if I'm lucky.
No, I've had the you have been here for 10 years, here's a thing. And I've gone, that's very nice. And then the thing got taxed, and I went, well, fuck you too.
You can't blame the work for that, though.
I know why they have to do it.
That's the tax man. That's the tax man. You've got to say fuck you too.
It's really hard in this current working environment where you go, okay, I have just about got this much of money, but I would have gotten so much more.
Yeah. Yes, you would have gotten so much more had your company decided to indulge in that little illegal activity of tax evasion.
Rather than tax avoidance.
Yeah, tax avoidance is fine. Tax evasion is bad.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the weeks. This week, I am hoping to have a nice chill 3 days of work, and then, well, it's going to be a rainy weekend, so running to and from shopping and then staying indoors.
Whereas
Well, at least it'd be cool.
At least I do my shopping after work, so I don't have to worry about that too much. I just dive into Asda, dive out of Asda, wait for the bus. This is just so convenient. Work, Asda, bus stop, and they're all next to each other. Beautiful.
I'm amazed that you're not doing like the whole eco scooter thing.
Oh God, screw that noise.
They're banned off the trains now.
I know.
Because
they keep catching
caught
fire. Yeah. That's because, well, all the ones that catch fire generally tend to be the cheap Chinese knockoffs. But yeah,
the batteries overheat.
Yes, especially this weather. Jeez. But Justin has had nothing to add to this conversation for quite some time. He's just been sat there quietly listening to all the shenanigans.
I'm a listener. I'm not really a conversationalist. You should know this from experience.
Yeah. Whereas Xavier can talk about work until the cows come home.
I can talk about certain things.
The
June's been nice and warm for us over in Tennessee. Define warm in Tennessee. Define warm, because we have this discussion with one of the guys in SA, South Africa, and he goes, "Oh yeah, it's a bit chilly at like 20 degrees."
Yeah,
20 degrees?
If it's less than 20 degrees Celsius, it's cold. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Low 80s in Fahrenheit. Okay, Google.
Jesus, 26 degrees.
What's low 80s Fahrenheit in Celsius? Yeah, 26.
Yeah. I mean, if it goes to like 85, that's practically 30 degrees. So that is the ridiculous days that we had last year and the year before. But I've not seen forecast yet. It doesn't look like we're going to have on the south coast 30-degree weather yet.
Boo.
You may go boo.
I will. Watch me. Boo.
But you'll be the one in your greenhouse with all the heat from the below, all the heat from the concrete, and then just going, "Can I get any cold breeze?" No, just hot concrete wind.
Yeah, that's okay.
Blowing
I'll just say, okay, Google, turn the gaming fan on.
And blow hot air in your face.
Yeah, and then I get a windy breeze, which is now breezing all over the microphone.
Thankfully, we can't hear it, and I don't think you can hear it on the show.
Yeah,
I can't hear anything here, so you should be all right.
Good, the compressor is doing its job and cutting it out. Excellent. I can hear it. Okay, Google, turn the gaming fan off. She's so obedient. Thank you. I do love my Google voices. Right, on that note.
Yes.
It's probably time for a bit of gaming. Wouldn't you agree?
We'll go early into Jackbox then. We are doing very well on the show.
We are doing very well. We're on time. You know, we were all here early. You know, well, earliest just to be able to start the show.
We didn't have 20 minutes of you solving technical difficulties.
Yeah. What's going to go wrong? Answers in the postcard to the usual address.
Let's find out. Let's start the game.
Oh, good looks.
We've now reached the audience participation portion of the show. It's game time.
And there is your room code. It is PPLY. That is Papa Lima Yankee.
He said
PP. It's like our old postcode.
PP.
Maybe like the PP.
Bad. It's bad that still amuses me. I had this conversation with my best mate. It's like certain words, because of your childhood, just makes you giggle. It's like,
bum. Everyone's in.
Everyone is in. I was filling time, but no,
it was taking the Jiri and Kontaski Charleston, then Davy Blessington, Jennifer Kwaiwaji. God, that's hard to say. Home Hedge.
Yeah, not in that order.
And an audience. Hello, audience member.
Hello, audience peoples. Yes, you can join the audience and generate more chaos for us.
Now, there'll be plenty of chaos as we play Fibbage 3. Mostly because I like the theme tune.
Cool. Can you screen share?
Oh, yes, I can.
Welcome to Fibbage. I'm your host, Cookie Masterson. Now with 20% more back hair. So it's 8 players? I only made enough of my famous borscht for 8. I guess I won't have any.
Okay.
No, it's
All good.
fine. And anybody watching can join the audience anytime. The audience votes on fake answers to fool those gullible players, and they also get to guess the truth. Let's go.
Hey.
This is round 1, where you'll get 500 points for fooling the other players with your lies. And you'll net 1,000 for finding the truth.
Xavier, choose a category.
Pick a category.
First, all right.
Yeah, you are first. Viagra, cherry on top. Oh, no, we're going Viagra.
First question.
Speaking
A
of
strange
getting old.
2007 study by a team of Argentinian researchers found that in addition to its more popular uses, Viagra can also cure blank.
I think I know this
Now,
one.
enter a bluff on your device that
I
sounds real
think I
enough to
might.
fool the other players. If you can't come up with something, use the Lie For Me
Dear
button and
God.
get a suggestion for
It's a
half the
today I
points.
learned moment,
Do
isn't
it
it?
now.
No, it's a Top Gear taught me moment.
Oh God. Oh, good. That wasn't.
I do know one particular fact about Viagra, but I'll tell that afterwards.
That wasn't the truth. Okay. I'm so glad.
Okay, it's accepted it. Maybe it isn't what I thought it was then. Good. Either that or they've worded differently.
Possibly.
Well, all the players are in, and that's it.
Okay, these are your choices. Pick the truth on your device now.
So, a study in 2007 found Viagra can also cure hamster jet lag, altitude sickness, a witch's curse, blindness, heart disease, the flu, baldness, blood clots, or glaucoma. What I thought it was isn't in this list. So I guess they either found something else or...
If it's that, I'm gonna be most annoyed.
I've got a choice of 2 of the answers provided. Who isn't? Oh, everyone's in. Good, good.
Everyone is in.
Okay, let's take a look.
So, blood clots. Charleston went for it. It was the jury's lie.
It was a very believable lie.
I nearly went for it. I went for glaucoma
yeah.
instead, so I fell for the other one, which was
Yeah.
Cornhusky's lie.
Glaucoma ain't cured by Viagra.
Altitude sickness. Loads of people went for it. It was my lie! Because that's what I thought it cured.
Great lie
I was
there.
tempted for that one.
And you all missed it.
Oh, it's hamster jet lag, really?
And
Oh
that's why I
my
gave some to
God.
little chompers after our vacation. There were side effects.
I was looking at that going, that's the joke answer. That's the audience joke answer.
Well, that netted me a few points.
Well, intriguing fact about Viagra. It was invented on the 8th of June, aka my birthday, in
Oh,
Merthyr
nice.
Tydfil.
All right, choose a category.
Now you know what to get Charleston for his birthday.
Yeah.
No.
Danger. That's the
Try this
choice,
one.
by the way.
Here's a cautionary tale. Police arrested a man for sending journalist Kurt Eichenwald a dangerous blank.
Police
Write
arrested
your
a man
lies
for
now.
Sending journalist Kurt Eichenwald a dangerous blank.
I think I've misspelled my answer. Damn it! Can I get an undo? What are you
Game don't
drinking?
like doing that. I am just drinking juice and water.
Ah,
So
squash.
I need to get my regular water uptake increased.
Cornhusky says, good job catching me with altitude sickness. Oh, thank you. I think I've caught pretty much
Hit the Lie For
everybody.
Me button if you can't think of something.
Everyone's in. Fantastic. And even an audience.
Okay, here are your choices.
Go on, Xavier.
Okay, so police arrested a man for sending journalist Kurt Eichenwald a dangerous wig, bratwurst, ferret, emoji, comb, weapon, tweet, rubber chicken, ink pen, or package.
Aren't all ferrets dangerous? How do they delineate between a dangerous ferret and a regular one?
Whether or not it's
Whether
bitten you yet.
I'm judging.
And what did people pick?
Emoji. Justin and Xavier went for it, as did the audience, and it was Home Hedge's lie.
Damn it.
Hedgie gets points.
He does. Ferret. The jury went for it. It was Xavier's lie.
They get points.
Ink pen. Cornhusky and Homehedge went for it. It was Tajiri's lie.
This is not James Bond.
Wig. Southington went for it. It was the audience lie.
Good on you, audience.
Tweet. Myself and Jennifer Bat went for it because it was the truth. Because of course it was, because of
The
Rule
tweet
6.
had a strobing effect purposely designed to cause seizures.
Thanks, Jackbox. Thanks.
I was thinking something not physical.
Well, I'm currently in the lead, but this is only round 1.
We're going to have to send a strongly worded email to Jackbox.
Homehedge, choose a category.
They're starting to encroach on Rule 6.
Tired of reading.
Here's the question. If you ever find yourself with 9 hours to kill in Nashville, you could do what William Todd did in that time in 2012, which was blank. All right, type in your lies.
9 hours to kill in Nashville.
What can you do in Nashville?
Visit the Elvis estate, isn't it? There's a lot of country music stuff.
I almost flew to Nashville, kind of, one day.
Hurry,
Because
use
the
lie
plane
from me
said it
about
was going to
this
Nashville
shot.
when it wasn't.
Oh, my lie's in. No one's going to vote for it if they're smart, but...
All right, find the
Sightseeing,
truth.
Right, Justin, your turn.
Okay, if you ever find yourself with 9 hours to kill in Nashville, you could do with that time, you do what William Todd did with that time in 2012, which was visit all the bars, play double dutch with schoolgirls, write a children's book, read the dictionary, steal Hank Williams' guitar, commit 11 felonies, be gay, do crimes, skip stones, walk a marathon, or play tiddlywinks.
They do a tractor tour.
How exciting.
Hop on,
I
hop
love
off
this
a trolley tour.
Read the dictionary. Charleston and Homehedge went for it. And it was Xavier's lie.
Points.
Be gay, do crimes. Audience went for it. Thank you, audience. That was my lie. Visit all the bars. Cornhusky went for it. It's a good choice, but it was Tajiri's lie.
There are tours that do that, apparently.
Write a children's book. Xavier went for it. It was Homehedge's lie. Commit 11 felonies. Everyone else went for it because that's the truth. Because of course it was. Because America.
One was crapping on a law office desk, about which I have mixed feelings.
That's a lot of crime. I was actually closer than I thought then with my Be Gay Do Crimes.
Mine was too wordy, no one was going to guess it.
Ah, escaped killer. I will now close that page. There we go.
Now for round 2, where the stakes
What could this
have
relate
doubled.
to? I have learnt too much.
I know. Charleston, your turn.
Okay, pick a category.
Be quick. Slowly eating.
Yeah.
Okay, focus
What
up.
I don't do.
Comedian Jamie Loftus took on an odd project. For over a year, she's been slowly eating blank. Okay, enter your lies.
Comedian Jamie Loftus took on an odd project for over a year. So whenever Fibbage had been released or close to it, she'd been slowly eating blank. And indeed Mrs.
Yeah, there's a female Jamie.
Finish quick, or just hit the lie for me.
Sorry, I just spell check my answer.
All right, where's the truth?
So, Jamie Loftus has been eating very slowly a tree, a gingerbread model of Hogwarts Castle, a bed, marshmallows, £3 gummy bear, a party sub, a dress, books, infinite jest, or her placenta.
Yeah, I read down quickly to the last one. I was like, oh, no.
I don't know if the one I've chosen is correct, but it's the one I want to try.
It's all for fun. Who cares if you lose?
All right, let's see what you guys picked.
A tree! Cornhusky went for it. It was Home Hedge's lie.
Tree.
The £3 gummy bear. Myself and Xavier went for it because we're hungry. It was the jury's lie.
It's
A
believable.
placenta. The jury went for it because it was Chilson's lie.
Ew.
A bed. Southington and Home Hedge went for it. It was Xavier's lie.
Thanks.
A dress. Charleston went for it. It was Southington's lie.
We've all missed it.
Infinite jest, whatever the hell that is, was the truth. Well done, Jennifer Batt.
I only ate the first couple chapters, but I tell everyone I ate the whole thing.
Oh, apparently it's a book. Well, whatever.
Well, there are services where you can actually get the placenta turned into supplements and then eat them
No.
time.
Stop. No.
They've got good nutrients, apparently.
Jennifer Batt,
Infinite-
choose a category.
Infinite Jest is a postmodern encyclopedic novel famous for its length, detail, and digressions involving 388
Let's see how this
endnotes.
strikes
Nice.
you.
Sherry on top.
Cherie Currie, lead singer of the iconic girl band The Runaways, still records and performs, but her current day job is blank. Type in your lies now.
I've got a question. Who's Sherry Currie?
The lead singer of the girl
yeah.
band The Runaways. It says so with the question.
I don't know. Oh no, of course I do. Why do all struggling artists work? Notice Xavier said that, not me.
Okay, find the truth.
Go on then, Xavier.
Okay, so we have Sherry Currie, whose current day job is a nurse at McDonald's, milkmaid, chainsaw artist, school cook, accountant, Starbucks barista, politician, lumberjack art, or mattress tester.
I had a choice of two because they're quite similar and I wasn't quite sure. So I've probably picked the wrong one.
Yeah, don't like it when there's two very,
Okay, what did
very
everyone
similar
pick?
ones. Yeah.
Mattress tester. That sounds like a great job. Justin in the audience went for it. It was Southington's lie.
There is such a job.
There is. Lumberjack art. Cornhusky and Xavier went for it. It was Jennifer Batt's lie. Which makes me confident I've picked the right one then, because Milkmaid came along and it was the jury's answer, and it was the audience lie. Chainsaw artist. Everyone else went for it. It was the truth. I got the right one. Yes.
Never say she can't cut it as an artist.
Choice of two. Choice of
See,
two.
I told you guys we'd use this thing at least once. Totally worth firing
down,
Arnie to
TK.
pay for it.
I think I've lost my lead though to Jennifer Batt. Damn it.
I've been lost this entire
Uh-oh,
time.
incoming celebrity.
It's celebrity social media time.
Oh, Jesus.
What had Jaden Smith created this time?
Celebrity tweet. Jose Canseco tweeted on the 100th anniversary of the Titanic sinking, blank could have saved Titanic. Sad to say. Enter your lies now.
Who's Jose Concerto? Ah, there's a character limit. Bollocks. Fine.
Yes, TK. There's been a character limit for a while.
I've never hit it before.
Hurry. All right, pick the truth.
So, would radar have saved the Titanic? Donald Trump? Or fish? Or Spider-Man? Or good swimmers? Or Jesus? Or global warming? Or The Rock? Climate change? Or a carrier pigeon? Oh, I know which answer I'm voting for. I don't know if it's right, but it sounds like some nobody on Twitter would definitely put this.
Let's see how things shook out.
Radar. Cornhusky went for it. It was to Dewey's lie. Would it though? Rock. Home Hedge went for it. Charleston's lie. I think the problem was there was an abundance of rock.
Ice.
Climate change. I went for the wrong one then, because it was Southington's lie. Choice of 2. Got the wrong one. Jesus! The audience went for it. It was my lie. Global warming. Everyone else has gone for it. Because it was the truth. Because of course it was.
Finally!
I hate to get political, but I don't believe in the Titanic.
Choice of 2. Got the wrong one. Bugger. Now I'm third. And Southington's in second, with Jennifer Batten first.
Final fibbage?
Final fibbage.
It's
Final
time
fibbage.
for the final fibbage. One last question, and it's worth triple. Good luck. Jonathan and Drew Scott, aka the Property Brothers, have an older brother named JD who has performed in Las Vegas as an impersonator of blank and blank. Write your lies now.
What?
Uh-oh.
Why did you go, uh-oh?
Because my mouse decided to go haywire and then Chrome disappeared.
Oh.
But luckily it only minimised.
Oh, that's good.
So I'm able to answer. Right. All answers are in.
Okay, look for the truth and pick it.
May I?
Go for it.
Jonathan Drew Scott, aka the Property Brothers, have an older brother named JD who performed in Las Vegas as an impersonator of blank and blank. Siegfried and Roy, David Bowie and Adam Lambert, Bert and Ernie, Tom Cruise and Tom Hanks, Bob Hope and Jerry Lewis, Clowns and Businessmen, Elvis and Cher, Penn and Teller, Elvis and Elton John. Somebody realize Elvis.
Oh, there's like 4 answers I want to pick here. Hebert, Ernie. So I don't want to get this one. All of the thumbs up.
Yeah, these are all too good. I'm gonna like every single one of them.
The audience
Alright,
gives
let's see
points.
what everybody
So,
picked.
let's see what we got.
So, Bob Hope and Jerry Lewis, Home Hedge went for it. It was Cornhusky's lie. Siegfried and Roy, Xavier went for it. But it was my lie.
Ah, good lie.
And it was also...
Oh, and it was Chelsea's lie as well.
Hey!
kind of spooky.
Elvis and Cher. I myself and
Wow.
loads of people went for it, and it was Ava's lie. Bugger.
Wow.
Wow,
Okay.
That was very persuasive.
It was Elvis and the other one.
Elvis and Elton John. Everyone else went for it. And it was Home Hedge's lie.
Oh, said you.
That was
God,
a
that's
big
all of us
one.
cleared out, isn't it?
Would you believe...
David Bowie and Adam Lambert was the truth.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a weird combination.
that is a weird combination.
One of them is dead.
And Xavier took the
Oh.
lead. Sneaked it in at the last hurdle.
Elvis and Cher managed to win it for me.
But I get the most likes.
Oh, God.
So I get the moral victory.
You and your moral high ground.
I'll have it. So, winner, Xavier Bot. Most likes, DK Tiger. Worst liar, Jennifer Batt. Only 4 people twice. Most gullible, Cornhusky. Leaves 7 lies. Least liked, Home Hedge. Only got 9 likes. Best lie, TK Tiger with altitude sickness. Best audience lie, Milkmaid. Older person. World's best grandpa, Jennifer Batt. 10 years running. And there we go. So, if the least like was only 9 and the most like was 15, that's not much difference between the two for a full room of 8. So, good game, everybody.
We had a good game.
We had a good game. I'm now going to switch on
Speaking-
this music because I like music.
Speaking of good games, we
Yeah.
currently are running towards.
Oh, yes, we are.
Currently running towards another good game.
Well, It's getting hard to pick ones I think people might be able to get.
I've got more brainstorming, just to warn you.
Uh-oh. Looks like season 15's covered. Right.
Is credit limit has come back.
Yep. For a month.
I paid for the last one.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Damn. Right then, so, while we enjoy the delightful sounds of the Fibbage 3 theme, what is going through Charleston's brain when he creates this image in DALL-E?
Oh, good God. Right, so to remind people and to let people who may not have witnessed before, this is an AI art thing, and Charleston has put in a prompt in order to generate this travesty. We're asking you to guess the prompt or get as close as you possibly can. I believe donuts may be involved. Not entirely sure why. Yoda bleeding his colour into the donuts. Well, there is at least one green one there.
I have a story to tell as to how I got this idea for this prompt afterwards. Once we get close enough.
Gollum eating Pride Month.
I'm not Pride.
I know the LGBT community does indeed have the vor section, but okay.
That's because we're very tasty. The gays are tasty. What can we say?
Well, true. If you want your wiener schnitzel.
Schnitzel. Wiener. Not maybe at
to
the
be
same
honest,
time.
that is one of the reasons I wouldn't mind going back to Germany. Is those like
I'm glad you said Germany because I had lots of other ways to finish that sentence. None of them are clean.
it was those pounded pork products that were breaded.
We're not helping.
I know. You're asking me to help?
No, I'm asking you to die.
we've only got a couple of suggestions. I feel donuts is definitely involved. We've got Gollum.
I will say that Gollum and donuts are part of the prompt.
Part of the problem.
Part of the problem, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, having seen what the latest Gollum game is like, it's definitely part of the problem.
Right, who was in the audience in that last game?
God knows. Gollum eating Pride donuts. I'm fine to step out though. That's fine.
I just want to make sure that they get in.
Gollum eating rainbow bagels. We're veering away from donuts now.
Yeah, stick with the it's not the exact food, but it is at least the correct shape that we mentioned earlier.
Rings.
Gollum eating his ring.
Gollum being Lord of the Pride rings.
Gollum eating rainbow Play-Doh, says Hedgie.
To be fair, they do also look like rainbow Play-Doh. Were you hungry when you were doing these prompts? Were you hungry whilst you were doing these particular images, Charleston?
No, I will explain how this prompt came to be once we actually get there.
The jury says, Lord of the Sugar-Raised Rings.
Oh, God. So, Gollum, donuts, rainbow. I think we've established.
Well, Gollum, yes. Donuts, well, close enough. Rainbow, not quite. Think of what a rainbow is. How would you describe it?
Pretty.
Well, it's a refraction of light, but hitting between moisture vapor.
50 minutes of science lesson. That's what I'll explain as.
Refractive angle of light in water is 42 degrees. That is what I took away from GCSE science. Gollum eating potty rings, says Hedgie.
True.
No, we're stepping away from the. I told you that donut is part of the term. It's just not the exact term.
Ring donut.
Ding, 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 ding,
Gollum eating ring donuts for pride.
Well, the Hedgie is sort of on the right lines.
Gollum eating colourful bagels.
And Dejiri has got another correct word.
Colourful donuts.
You're so close. Just they're not donuts, but they're shaped like donuts.
I don't think people are going to get exactly what they are.
Well, like I said, Hedgie is close with the answer, so if he just thinks about what the
It's a
food
bagel.
he mentioned is part of as a group, then maybe
Pretzel.
that will help.
Bagel, pretzel,
You're thinking too specific.
bread.
You're kind of getting closer.
It might help if I told you that my favourite's custard creams.
Biscuits.
Yes. And to bear everyone the pain, I won't ask anyone what the prompt for the art style was because
Yeah, it's
no.
party rings then, isn't it? So it's Gollum eating party rings.
Yeah, but party rings are
no.
a brand name. We can't have that.
No, I'll give the answer. The answer is an epic illustration of Gollum eating colourful donut-shaped biscuits.
Because reasons.
Party
Because-
rings.
I will explain how I came to this. It was because my friends and I were once playing this game, and it's similar to charades, except what you do is you pick one card with characters and one card with actions, and then you've got to mime both the character and the action, and everyone else has to guess who the character is and the action. And it was my turn to play, and I got
Tommy.
Gollum eating biscuits. And eventually we got there, and we just sort of joked about having a biscuits version of Lord of the Rings, to which I came up with the title Lord of the Party Rings. So can somebody please write that? Because I want to read that as a book. I will very happily read that.
Fox's party rings. There is now a picture in chat for those of you who weren't aware what Fox's party rings are. They're not Fox's, they're mine. Nom 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 nom. And on that
I
note,
tried doing Lord of the Party Rings, or Gollum eating party rings. It didn't know what party rings were. It came out like a mess. More of a mess than what this is.
Thereby proving that
other brands
Sully
do
is
exist.
American,
Yes.
not British.
Let's move on.
You're listening to TigerTails Radio, giving Cards Against Humanity a run for its money. It's time for Quiplash.
And so, Schmitty, read that room code.
Put in this room code to play. DLQF.
And we get the people. It's a day of threes. Today it's the Fibbage 3 followed by the Quiplash 3. Be fixin'.
If
Right.
you're wondering, there will be an opportunity to jump in on this game if you want to play.
I think Fifik has. Right, so we've got 2 holes to fill.
Just to say, also, that game that I was playing that gave me the idea of Gollum eating party rings, that was the same game that gave me the idea for the prompt of Gandalf as a bartender.
Ah,
Because that's also a pair of cards I ended up with. And I
feel
still
this
remember
is-
how I did that.
This is a weirder and slightly tamer Cards Against Humanity
yeah.
game.
I remember just standing going, you should not
So
buy
yeah,
another
you're clear
pint.
to join.
You should not buy another spirit.
Jennifer the Bat is sitting this one out. And we'll just wait and see if Homehedge decides to join in.
Well, I've left him his favourite hole, so
I like that the characters will just kind of look down there occasionally and go,
Ah.
there's that one hole still left unfilled. Who's going to
you want-
slide into it?
if you want to grab a drink whilst we're doing this, now is a good time. We're going to be giving like everyone at least a minute or two before we jump into the game.
What the way he decides these things? Like he's got control of the buttons. It's like I press the buttons.
Says TK, who's done this multiple times on multiple shows. It's like, we'll give people some more time to grab a drink or come back from grabbing a drink.
Yeah, normally during the first game, because you know sometimes we're early. It's not quite 9 o'clock yet. We give people some time.
True.
On this one, I'm not seeing anybody
No,
screaming.
no one's shouting or screaming, so I think we're good to go.
Not seeing Hedgie.
No,
Hedgie joined us in the last one. He's not feeling the quiplash, it would seem.
not feeling Quiplash. That's fine.
And he's not screaming and shouting in chat, so... I am, I might as well leave it to half... Okay, it's half past. I was going to say, leave it to half past and the time ticks over. Okay, fine. I will obey the phone instruction. Even Jury says no hedging this game. Alright, I'm gonna poke him.
He probably wandered off to get a drink.
Probably. There, sir. Let's get his attention. See if that works.
Or he could have fallen asleep. There is always that.
I wouldn't blame him. It is nice and snooze weather.
Yeah.
Well,
It's nice snooze until you then go, I'm going to go to bed, in which case you lie down and you go, it's now far too warm.
Yes.
God damn you.
now going to bed is not an option because I am 1 billion degrees and melting. If I fall asleep now, I will turn into a puddle, be absorbed into the mattress, and waking up in the morning is going to be really awkward because I've got memory foam. And it's going to remember me for a long time.
Sentences that you didn't think you'd hear on the show.
Memory foam, made of 100% guaranteed recycled elephant. It never forgets.
I think Hedgie is clearly away doing something important because we've had no response.
Yep, I'm going to start the game. There's always the audience. But it will mean someone's up against Schmitty for the final round.
Which can be a good thing.
Brace yourselves, it's Quiplash 3. There will be puns. I'm Schmitty's stunt double, Schmatty. I promise you can't tell the difference. Didn't make it in the game and want to be heard? Put in that room code and vote in the audience.
Okay, that's fine. Well, we've got
Time
Schmatty, not
for
Schmitty.
round
So-
one. You're going to see 2 prompts on your device. Answer each one with a brilliant response. Soon you'll go up against another player's answers while everyone else votes for their favorite. You get points based on the percentage of people who choose your answer. Off we go.
And now it's a bit where we all go really quiet while we try and think of an answer.
Hey. Okay, you're not going to give me the red wiggly line. We're getting ready for a jinx. Getting ready for a jinx.
I'm not satisfied with either of these answers, but, you know, time pressures. Vifik, you've got about 15 seconds. Never mind, you're in.
Let's have a look.
He sensed your calling.
Let's start with the best way to
How
describe the
to start,
texture
then.
of a
Okay.
jellyfish.
So, the best way to describe the texture of a jellyfish is either wibbly wobbly or
Tiny
squishy.
Okay, choose away.
SpongeBob.
Wibbly wobbly or squishy.
Just
And you mean Patrick, surely? Oh, he's a starfish, really, not a jellyfish, isn't it?
Yeah, it's odd that there isn't a jellyfish character. You have jellyfish, starfish, crab, plankton,
That's a jellyfish.
squirrel.
the Squidward. That's the closest you're gonna get.
Oh, true. You got yeah. It is a squid.
Oh, no, I never got a pick.
You forgot to vote. Oh, that means Squishy wins it with a quiplash.
You're busy thinking about Squidward.
Next up. something that
Unveiling
makes
the
you go,
curtains for Charleston.
Fine,
Go on, Xavier.
I'll do it.
Something that makes you go, oh, fine, I'll do it. Being the last one to say
Okay,
not
choose
it.
your favorite.
Running out of clean clothes. If ever you've lived on your own or been a teenager, that is a meaningless sentence. Clean is a concept.
And running out of clean clothes wins it.
Let's keep it going. In this house, Grandma and Grandpa are known as
I go?
blank.
Yes.
In this house, Grandma and Grandpa are known
Here's
as
the fun part.
the stuffed
Pick your
bookends in the
favorite
library
whip.
or the psychos who murdered my real grandparents.
I'm sensing a Resident Evil player here.
Or just watcher of any Stephen King horror film.
Or Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
And the psychos who murdered my real grandparents win it for Charleston.
Without
Yay.
further ado, a better name for comic books would be blank.
So, a better name for comic books would be
All right,
fantasy
people,
picture
it's voting
books
time.
or funnies.
Depending on where you're getting your comic books.
it would be graphic novel.
Which isn't technically a comic book, but never mind.
And fantasy picture books wins it. Well done, Jerry.
And here we have, if a friend describes your blind
Oh,
date
David?
as interesting, it means
If a friend
blank.
describes your blind date as interesting, it means that you bond.
Decisions,
They've never seen
decisions. Choose your
daylight
fate.
but love C++. What?
I think those are meant to be asterisks.
No, it is C++. There's a programming
C++.
language.
Are you referring to the date, or are you referring to the person who described them as interesting? I'm confused. TK, explain yourself.
It means your blind date has never seen daylight but love programming.
Next we have, and over here are the fossils of the blank, the world's clumsiest dinosaur.
Either way, one for me, Sonic Care. Oh, it's a jinx. The fossils of the naked Hedgesaurus. No one scores
Let's
points.
see the next one.
That'll teach you.
I've
That's
never
so
seen that
blank.
before.
So, got Viagra or got fur?
And now it's time to
Oh,
vote for your favorite.
that's gonna split the room. That is.
Well, we're playing Quiplash, not split the room.
I know.
Wrong game! Wrong game! It has not split the room.
Oh,
That is a Quiplash.
our audience is clearly younger than I expected.
No, the audience is made up of furries. Of course, fur's going to win.
Round one is but a
I was
memory.
trying to go
Let's see
retro.
those scores.
Calling back to the last game. Which would have worked had you not gone against the word fur, which has put Tajiri thoroughly in the lead. With Cornhusky in second.
Right.
I hope you shook off the nerves because it gets real in round two. The prompts are more demanding, so I've doubled the points.
Alright, so all points are now doubled. Twice the incentive to fuck it up.
I'm back, sorry about that.
Okay, I'm in. I'm the first in. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Right, Tajiri, Cornhusky, and Charleston. The old timer's running down. Tajiri and Cornhusky. By the time you hear this, you'll have 15 seconds. Maybe
Time's
10,
winding down.
9,
Use a safety quick
8,
jab.
7. Everyone's in. Proving.
Okay, I'm not responsible for what happens next. Prompt number one is print was dying until they put out blank magazine.
So, print was dying until they put out Furry Magazine or Wet Ink
Okay,
Magazine.
show some love.
I'm smelling a Quiplash.
Mm-hmm.
Not a Quiplash. Southington has saved it from the Quiplash. And Furry
All
obviously
right,
wins.
check this out. The most surprising thing in Batman's Google search history.
Come, Xavier.
The most surprising thing in
Now
Batman's
it gets real.
Google search
Pick your
history,
favorite.
it isn't filled with links to Catwoman sites. Condiment King.
And it isn't filled with Catwoman sites. Is a Quiplash. That's going to make the
Yeah,
top
I
answer to the game
think
interesting.
And next is
Yes, it will indeed.
a sign that your romantic partner is actually a scarecrow.
Go on, Tostin.
A sign that your romantic partner is actually a
And
scarecrow.
now, pick your favorite.
You are in a cornfield, or only want to snuggle in the cornfield.
It's
I
cornfield
think there's a
euphemism.
theme here.
It's definitely a theme, you're right.
Well, Scarecrow.
Wasn't Theresa May in a cornfield?
I don't know.
There are more greater than corn, you realise.
Oh, only wants to snuggle in the cornfield.
Next
Sounds like a
on the
euphemism,
docket,
but it got the points.
reviews have been mixed for the
Why
new
there was no joke
series
about rape
20-minute guided meditations with blank.
So, reviews have been mixed for the new series 20-minute guided meditations with Richard
Okay,
Simmons
everybody, pick your
or
favorite
bananas.
whip.
At least no one went 20-minute guided meditations with Rolf Harris. And bananas wins it.
Banana.
Paul Husky
banana.
beats the jury.
And now, passive-aggressive ghosts are always writing blank on your wall in blood. All right,
How's that, yeah?
choose your favorite.
Passive-aggressive ghosts are always writing blank on your wall in blood. Can you hear me? Or get out or don't, see if I care.
And get out or don't. See if I care wins it with a quick flash. We're creaming these quick flashes into the in the last second round, aren't we?
Moving right along.
Terribly
A
English.
new store at the mall
ghost
that
there.
caters to a highly specific clientele.
Go on, Jocelyn.
A new store in the mall that
All
caters
right,
to
vote
a
for the
highly
one you
specific
like best.
clientele. The 29th of February birthday cake store, or Moustache Tigers and Braces Mart.
Both of them highly specific.
Which is more?
And the
29th of
29th
February.
Yep.
Next, will somebody please tell me what makes drummers so sexy?
So, what makes drummers so sexy is that they can hit me with their rhythm
Time to
stick,
pick the one you like
or the
best.
way they can handle their sticks. Those sticks.
What's the
Both
game?
of-
Right? Same theme.
Both of them are non-answers because no one in the band understands why the drummer is sexy. No one who goes with the drummer understands why they're sexy. They just go with the drummer. All the time.
Because the drummer can't talk. Therefore can't answer back. Obedience is sexy, kids.
Now
Drummer
that
know
you've
how to
laid
hit
waste
drum.
to round 2, let's survey the
Keep
damage.
time.
Right, so what have all those quick flushes done for the score? Edgeford Southington in the lead. That's made the final.
Line up to Whiplash. One last chance to redeem yourself. I'm going to send each of you a prompt that requires 3 separate responses. That's triple the ha-has. Hey, we have an odd number of players, so you'll be going against me. How
Saviour.
about that?
You're going against Schmatty, who isn't Schmitty, so you might stand a chance.
Doubt it.
Wow, that was an easy one. Will it win? That's the question.
Depends. If you're against Southington, then that will be a good thing. If you're against anyone else, you may be struggling.
Oh, really? Oh, you're
You
against
need the
Schmatty,
points.
so...
Yeah, I am not winning. There we go. If you're against Southington, you've got a chance. I think.
I don't think I will be, because Southington's first or second?
Southington's first.
Yeah, and the jury second? Or Cornhusker was second? Basically,
I
whoever's first and second to go against each other. I've worked that out.
Time's almost up. Hurry. Let's see those thrips. the first 3 events in the Mom Decathlon.
So, the first 3 events in the Mom Decathlon is cooking, cleaning, and shouting out your full name, or kid pickup, dish toss, power
Now
nap.
it's time to vote for your favorite.
I'm basing this on my lived experience.
I think we're all basing this on our own lived experience as to which one is more close.
And cooking, cleaning, and shouting out your full name wins it. But only just.
Ooh, took that one on the chin. Huh? 3 things you
Davia.
want to touch right now.
Oh, why? 3 things you want to touch right now. TK's mustache, the rainbow, this if MC Hammer will let... Oh,
Okay,
God.
everybody.
Can't touch
pick
Or
your favorite
paycheck,
whip.
cup of coffee, myself.
I am in the privileged position of being able to touch at least one of those. That's true. Touchy.
3 things you would say to a wolf
Oh, Justin.
disguised as your grandma.
3 things you would say to a wolf disguised as your grandma. Sniff to sniff, muffins that have hair. Hot day, huh?
All right, vote
Or
for the one
what
you
big
like
eyes you
best.
have. Big teeth you have. For me, daddy, for me.
Xavier's got a funny colour. And the furries are going for the ball. What a shock.
We're promoting
3
the
things that'll
Predator
put
today.
you
We're
right
promoting
to
the
sleep.
Predator.
So, 3 things that'll put you right to sleep is warm milk, massage, and gentle rain on the roof, or counting sheep, chloroform, or the shipping
Now
forecast.
It gets real. Pick your favorite.
Counting sheep has never worked for me. I have never listened to the shipping forecast.
That implies that you've tried chloroform, because you've ruled out the other 2.
Chloroform is a drug that actually will put you to sleep, so I don't need to try it to know it will
Warm milk
work.
and massage and gentle rain on the roof wins it.
You did it. Now let's see those final scores.
But was it enough? And it was Tajiri has stolen first. Right from under
100.
Southpaw's nose.
150 points
And I got second.
behind was TK.
Shocking. So, top answers of the game was Squishy.
I am worried.
I'm worried. Fur. Okay, Squishy fur. So far, so sensible.
No.
Isn't filled with links to Catwoman sites. Getting more dubious. Get out or don't, see if I care. Squishy. Xavier's got another funny colour.
It makes a kind of sense.
It does make a
Kind
kind
of.
of sense.
Yeah,
And that was
Ah.
our daily Jackbox.
So does anyone have anything they want to do for Done and Dusted? Because I know we kind of said that Charleston
Trust no
would
one
be
from last
delayed.
week.
Yes.
I guess I could talk about it briefly. I haven't planned a script for it or anything, but I could talk.
No one ever
generally about my
plans a
thoughts.
script for Done and Dusted. That's not how these things are done.
You may also want to stop the screen share. Because Charleston currently is the screen share of the
Oh
show.
yeah, you're kind of right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Let's just turn that off. Bye-bye. Stop streaming that. Pshoom. There we go. Forgot I had done that on. There we go. So yes, let us move into Done and Dusted.
It's that time where the cast of TigerTails Radio reviews stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
So this is Done and Dusted, the bit of the show where we talk about shit we did. Justin, you have done something.
Well, I have watched something. The other week actually. Now we're a week late. I went to see the new version of The Little Mermaid. And if you're expecting from me the typical thing of, oh, these remakes are terrible, I wish they stopped doing them and all that, go listen to somebody else, because I'm much more neutral about the trend than other people. They have problems, I'm not here to deny that. At the same time, I've seen Disney do much, much worse. I've seen them do Old Dogs. Don't ever watch that. It's terrible. Genuinely.
Watch any decom.
But anyhow, The Little Mermaid, I went into it with moderate expectations. I just thought I'd do the same thing as usual, which was just sort of walk out shrugging and saying, it was all right. You know what? I actually really enjoyed this one. It's it's different enough to see that they've thought about it, but at the same time, it's more or less the same story. There's a couple of new songs that I've actually grown to really like. Well, 3 new songs. The first one, it works in the moment, although I've completely forgotten the melody by now. The second one is surprisingly catchy, and the third one is just Lin-Manuel Miranda doing what he does best, writing amazing rap lyrics, and for some reason giving them to Aquafina to do. I know there's been a lot of talk about the character design. In the moment, I didn't mind it. It's different, yes, but I rolled with it. I was okay with it. And also, the actress they got to play Ariel is damn perfect. When I saw the teaser trailers, I thought, even if I don't enjoy the movie, I'm going to enjoy her. And I was right. She was brilliant. So yeah, that's a run-off of my thoughts on Little Mermaid. I'm not saying it's perfect. It isn't. I'm not saying it's better than the original. It isn't. There's a couple of structure changes that I think were a bit off, and Javier Bardem is easily the weakest member of the cast. He just wasn't the right fit for Triton. But I walked out of that theatre smiling. I actually did enjoy it, and I'm not afraid to say it.
Did they stab Ursula in the heart with a ship?
Yes.
Okay. I thought they might pussy out and not do that.
No, they have changed that scene slightly, and in a way that probably sounds pretty obvious as soon as I mention it.
It kind of adheres to physics. Because
But,
it certainly didn't in the original.
But yes, she does still get stabbed in there, this one.
It's like, because that was a classic death. It's like, yes, we're going to bend physics in such a way just so we can kill off our lead character. Because that boat should not have survived that treatment. That boat should have been crumbled into dust long before. But I loved Ursula in the original, and I'm kind of scared of what they do to her in the remake.
She's a comedian.
Yeah.
Isn't she?
She was
a comedian.
She was one of the unfunny comedians from Ghostbusters, so...
Yeah. From what I've seen of reviews of people that I generally trust the reviews for, she isn't bad, but there are a couple of choices made in how she delivers lines compared to the original that changes the sense of a scene.
Okay.
Quite frankly,
so
no one's going to ever beat Pat Carroll.
Yeah, no.
Let's just be honest about that. She was the defining Ursula.
It's the same thing, because from what I've read, Disney are doing this for all of their stuff, because currently this is their
cash cow.
This is their straight to VHS, straight to DVD era for redoing movies as
But it's
CGI.
not, because they're going straight to the bleeding theatre and then making a metric shit ton of money.
Yeah,
and
you
then
know
they do
what
more
I
of them.
mean, though. The quality for some people is not good and not necessarily as good as the original. But they're going to trump them out constantly because
the trouble is, the animation
money.
quality is usually just absolutely gorgeously top-notch amazing. It's just the quality in all the other departments that is somewhat lacking.
Don't think they're going to do traditional animation anymore, based on what I've read.
I'm talking about the remakes.
They're not. Oh, the remakes.
It's like, because, there's loads of CGI and everything in all these remakes anyway. I mean, especially the Lion King, but the less said about that, the better. And visually, it's a feast. It's gorgeous to look at. It's then when you hear it or have to try and comprehend the plot or something, and then all these things fall apart.
You can say it's gorgeous, but then you remember it was like the buffalo charging scene from The Lion King.
The Wildebeest.
Or the ballroom dancing scene from Beauty and the Beast.
The original ones, you mean, or the remakes?
No, the original ones, because it was like, those are the things that were like fantastic or technical malarkeries.
Yes.
If you then go, oh, it's a visual appealing thing, I go, yeah, and that's the same as every other CGI movie because none of you innovate. I mean, it's not like when they went, here's us putting Tom Hanks into old film footage for Forrest Gump. It's, yeah. But no, from what I've read, it's going to be all of the movies redone as CGI live actions, and it's feeling. It's feeling like the yeah, they are. And it's feeling like the era of the straight to DVD stuff, where it's a case of we're just pumping this stuff out.
Well, it's a trend. It's gonna die someday. I don't know when, but it's gonna die just like the DVD straight to DVD movies did. So
It's just a shame because I wouldn't, like a lot of people have now said, give us an original tale.
Well, they,
Old Dogs is a visual tale. Don't ever watch it.
like I said, they do put out original stories sometimes, and then they fall flat on their ass, which is the
Well,
annoying thing. It's like that
no, it was
that recent thing from Pixar that came out that nobody saw. I think it was
not
Pixar.
Lightyear.
No, I think it came after Lightyear. I think it was Pixar.
Was that Red?
No, that was before.
I think
It's either Pixar or
Lightyear
Disney.
was
It's
the
one of the
last
two.
Pixar movie that was released.
It's like
Let me find out.
Going
I'm
Home
kind
or
of
something like that.
Yeah.
20.
Their next movie is Elemental, which looks okay. That's all I can think about it is okay.
No,
By the look of it.
Turning Red, Lightyear. That's the order. Luca was before Turning Red. Soul was before Luca. Onward was before Soul. Toy Story 4. Currently, we've got Elemental, Elio, and Inside Out 2, which potentially would be good. It depends on how they're going to survive the current internal re-management shiftings that I've heard about for Disney. So.
Yeah, and I've also heard that because Lightyear was such a box office disappointment, both the director and the producer have been fired.
Yeah. Internal management reshifting.
What was that?
Yeah. Lightyear bombed so badly they did an EA and got rid of people.
I see.
The previous movies have bombed as well, but that was largely thanks to the pandemic because that wasn't exactly a good era for movies to be released.
Well, the only ones where that was Soul, Onward, Luca, really, and then Turning Red went straight onto Disney Plus, but that was still good.
Turning Red did have a short theatrical release. It was short, but it did happen.
Why can I not find Luca? Because Luca may have been the thing I'm thinking of.
Luca is a whole underwater mer people thing, and that was 2021.
Yeah, I want to love Luca because it's obvious that the director is absolutely in love with his native homeland of Italy and has put that love into the screen. Just the story is so flat. There is no tale to it. Half the scenes are just montages.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's a struggle at the moment with Disney stuff. It really is. It really, really is.
Well, Pixar's always been my thing, and personally, I say the golden era of Pixar started with Finding Nemo and ended with Toy Story 3. With Cars being the anomaly, that was the stretch when they seemed to be just invincible. And then Cars 2 came out and ruined it all.
It wasn't terrible. It was just different. And
I thought it was terrible.
Moved the focus from. It moved the focus from Thingy, the lead car, and I can't remember his goddamn name anymore.
Lightning McQueen.
That's the one.
Named after Glenn McQueen, one of their producers who unfortunately died, if I remember correctly, in a road accident.
Oh, another Today I Learned moment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, Hedgie mentions Onward. Yeah, that was COVID era. That was unfortunately
Pixar,
COVID era.
wasn't it?
Yes, I believe that was Pixar.
That was released right before lockdown and all that happened, so that was another short theatrical release before the world went to hell. Oh, and Jajiri, to answer your question about what my favorite movie is, that would be happen to be a Pixar movie. That would be Up. I am in love with Up.
Strange World. That's what I'm thinking of.
That's not Pixar.
No, I said Disney or Pixar. It's Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was even one of the few who actually went to see Strange World in the cinema.
Yeah.
I don't have much to say about it.
Lost Disney an estimated 152.4 million. So, ouch. And Hedge says, yeah, never heard of that one. Yeah, no one did. They just absolutely failed to market it and no one saw it and it bombed heavily. And I've completely lost track of where we were going with that because I spent so long fucking finding it.
We were sort of talking about movie trends and where Disney's at right now with their remakes and all that.
Oh, yeah.
And
It's like Disney releases an original idea and it bombs horribly. They release another remake and it goes absolutely gangbusters. It's like, why do you think there's no originality at Disney anymore? Because the studio likes money, because they kind of need it to survive, considering that none of their theme parks are making any money at the moment.
Again, look up
Rule
Old
6.
Dogs. I did watch that one. It's one of their original movies. I honestly surprised I managed to get to the end of it. It's genuinely terrible. One of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Look up any Disney Channel original movie, or DCOM for short. They are all dreadful, but some of them are dreadful that kind of way that they rock around to becoming awesome again.
Which mountain movies being those?
Oh God, Witch Mountain. Jeez, they're not Disney Channel original movies though. Those are just Disney live action movies from years ago.
They were kind of Disney originals. That was the era of some ridiculous stuff. But anyway,
So
I
Witch
think we
Mountain
need
and
to
the
wrap
Return to
up.
Witch Mountain.
There were several. We need to wrap up here because we have now hit and gone past 10 o'clock, and people are indeed heading off to bed. So yes, good
I
night,
don't blame them.
Jennifer the Bat. We
Good
will
night,
need
night.
to be wrapping up and saying a round of good nights. We will be back next Monday, 8:30 for more TigerTails Radio. This week, considering it's a bit easier than it was last week, there will be trying new things for TigerTails Gaming tomorrow, 8 o'clock, and Elden Ring for 8 o'clock on Wednesday.
Nice.
I will be looking to get those streams back up and running. And then on Friday, probably not Armello.
I don't know.
Wednesday.
I can't guarantee not Armello for Friday.
God damn it, TK.
I'm not ruling anything out at this juncture.
We'll see what happens. It could
If
be.
I get the platinum trophy between now and then yeah, maybe we can rule out Armello. But otherwise, I cannot guarantee it.
Like I said, TK's on the crack. So we will be back later through this week and then next week. But we need to do a round of good nights.
So it is a good night from the Xavier.
Good night, all.
It's a good night from the Charleston.
Good night.
And it's a good night for myself, TK Tiger. Thank you very much for watching and or listening to this episode of TigerTails Radio. Join us next week for more fun, shenanigans, frolics, jackbox, chat, noise, and other associated beings with either both of us or all three of us or whomever appears. But until then, it's night-night, everybody. Night-night.
Night-night.